Hi, it's Alaska Granny. If you've been reading the news, so locking down their citizens again. Asked to stay at home, they're being very restricted where they're allowed to go, when they can go out, extra special rules about Thanksgiving holidays, how many people you can be with on your Thanksgiving holiday, how long you can be together, where you're allowed to be, and what activities you're allowed to do. It's a little concerning, the restrictions that they're trying to put on private citizens, whether it's our safety from violence, from civil unrest, from election disputes, and from a pandemic. If you don't have all of the prepping supplies that you need to shelter in place, to stay home, to sustain your family for a while, it's not too late. Even if you bought a lot in the past, you might want to take an inventory and figure out how much you really have. How long will it really last? And in a world going forward that seems to have some uncertainties, is it really enough? Having a stockpile of food gives you food security. You may not be able to get to the store. The stores may not have the things on hand. There might be road closures or emergencies when trucks simply can't get through and bring the food to your local grocery store. Grocery stores only have 2 or 3 days supply of food. In a weather-related event where the shipping is delayed, there is no more food coming. That can be a real problem for people who depend on going to the store regularly. Stockpiling food also allows you to have security in an economic downturn. If our economy turns down, that can be bad for a lot of people. But what if you lose your job, or your hours are cut, or you had a big bill come in and then you don't have as much money? You have the security of knowing that you can weather an emergency of all kinds of situations if you have food stockpiled in your prepper pantry. If the pandemic surges and we're required to stay home, if the government decides to try to tell us how we can celebrate and who we can gather with, then we don't have to worry about having the things that we need if we're restricted to stay home. No one likes the way the events in the world are unfolding right now, but we have to deal with what it is. We can look forward with a positive outlook that things are going to get better, this too shall pass, but in the meantime, make sure that you're providing the things that you need no matter what the future brings. If you liked my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else who might enjoy it. Learn more at alaskagranny.com, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.